What up?
What up, YouTubers? How's it going? It's my birthday. We having a little get together on my birthday. Yeah, we're 45. Who cares? We got Shane Dragos and Nick from 666 with us. We got a couple other people that might stop by here in a bit.
What up,
Out in
guys?
the chat, Gabe came in. What's up, Gabe?
Check.
Cole stopped by.
I got a new microphone. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
yes, we
Yeah.
can. I like that red. That's pretty neat.
Is
Lexi,
it
my
glowing,
daughter,
or is that just like a cover?
What?
the red.
The
Is
mic,
that
is it
glowing
glowing?
red?
Oh, it's a light. When you cut it on,
Stan and Wolfman
Yeah,
is
that's
here.
cool.
What's up, Taiju? Dylan? Dave
What up?
from Synergy? I mean, I say this every week, but Dave from Synergy, that dude's pretty cool. I'll keep saying it every week. He's pretty cool. Gold Coast, what up, dude? Taylor's Antiques and Reptiles. Thanks for coming in. If you're not blue, I'll get you blue after the show. I don't got my other phone.
What up, Stan? What up, Gage?
How y'all doing tonight?
great.
Chilling, man. Watching my
So,
goats.
like, I was sitting here thinking, like,
last night, so I'm good.
right? I was sitting here thinking of something that we could talk about, just to, we shoot the shit about stuff. There ain't no real topics about tonight, but I was going back and looking at some of my old videos, and man, I sucked. A.R.
Bro, I
Freeman,
was
what's
talking
up,
about
dude?
that with you yesterday.
Yeah, man, there were some things that I did, like, that I'm just, like, starting out the show, like, hi, YouTuber, how's it going? And I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Hey, but see, a lot of things that I watch too, like you gotta first make your first, like Mr. B said, your first 100 videos. You know what I'm saying? Then go back and
Right.
watch them.
Right.
You know, and I watched a few videos before I started my channel, and like every video that I start, you always hear me say "Welcome back, Python family," or
Right.
something like that. I don't say YouTube because it's not YouTube. And it's not an algorithm, it's viewers. You know what I'm saying? It's not the algorithm that like it, it's the viewers. You didn't hold their attention span for that long, you know?
I don't even
Yeah.
really care. I just do this just for fun, just
Yeah.
to try to sell snakes on YouTube as well.
That's kind of what I do
So,
for fun.
And it's cool to
I've noticed
document.
I've actually gotten worse.
Yeah, I started out pretty good, and it's like the more I tried to work on things, I got to a suck period to where I was like, what was I
Well,
thinking?
I feel like in the beginning, I was really working hard on editing the videos and making sure everything was perfect and this and that. And it's like, I'm like 400 videos deep now. And I'm like, oh, post it. It's good. Go. Like, I don't know. But I
So
do
you
think
caddied
back, like,
for a week, Dave. I did that as a kid.
yeah, I do think back of like beginning videos and stuff. I was watching some the other day. This is actually Ken and I were talking about this, but like I was like, oh man, I'm getting into Pied, I'm getting into Clown, I'm getting into Xanthic, and I'm like, I look back now and I'm like, I mean, cool, not bad, but dude, I'm like so far past just those now. I'm like, oh man, I'm doing these combos and trying to create this specific thing, I'm like, it's crazy to see just how far you go in a year of just like understanding what the morphs do and how they interact with each other in combos, and it's insane, man. It's a journey.
Yeah.
Katie Miller, how's it going? Thanks for
I do have
stopping
to
in.
say though, I'm
John
still
Paul,
happy that I did
what up?
start saying like Pied, Clown, and Xanthic, because hey, all three of those are still popular. I wasn't,
Yeah.
Right.
We're trying to put
It's
pod
like-
in everything, just because.
yeah,
If you look at it, I mean, pods is what it is. You don't. It's not like you have a morph that's fucking $100 one day and then $50 the next. I mean, pods are gradually the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're
it is a
not gonna
good
really
feeling
go
to see
down.
progress.
right.
Everybody
What
loves
up,
pods.
Lakers?
And it's always a stunning snake. it's like a pied to a beginner is always like, oh wow, you know, that's always the first thing that gets them. That and like bells and ivories and stuff like that, super fires. White snakes and piebalds usually get people right away.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need to do pies. Like, if, no matter what end you're doing in, you need to do pies because pies are always going to sell. Just like blue-eyed Lucy's, they're always going to sell.
Absolutely.
But Senator
I need
Keith
a
puts
hey,
up,
look, y'all. I need a pied banana pastel, bro.
Dude, I've been telling you, give me some
Hell,
rats, and
banana
I
pie.
got you. I got
Mail,
you.
bro. You got the mail?
Okay. Yeah, I got a pastel male visual high white, and then I got some hets pastel.
albino pie works too.
But
Okay.
you know,
Banana
hit me
pie,
up on
they
some
all work.
rats, man. Yeah, hit
But-
me up on some rats. We don't live far. We live in Alabama. Think you're in
Oh,
Louisiana.
yes, sir.
Synergy says hurricane pies, and I think hurricane is good in everything. From what I'm seeing, hurricane is like spot nose. It looks good in everything, no matter what you do to it. I mean, Blitz and Trick too, because they're all the same gene in my mind.
That's the
In my
thing.
book, whatever.
That's the only downside to that is like there's controversy with it. So it's something that you kind of got to steer away from until they get it all cleared up. You know.
I don't think. I think you need Blitz, Trick, and Hurricane, one of them, in your stuff. That's how I feel. I don't have it. I need it. I need it.
Yeah.
Blitz, Trick, or Hurricane. I need it.
Cost for the cost.
Dude,
One of
we
them.
try not to go for what's expensive, you know. We try to like,
Right.
so that's our niche. You know what I'm saying? Like our niche, whatever.
I like
That's what we try to
Cypress, but
go
I'm staying
for,
away from
you know?
it for now because I've heard some things, and I don't know. It's too new for me to dive in on Cypress. And it's high. Yeah, it's a high dollar snake.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to stay anywhere between like 150
What up, Brian?
and 400, you know? Because if
Right.
you look at the average person to buy a snake, they ain't got over $400 for the snake. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at the show, we got a show this Saturday, and I'm selling a Pastave fire. That's a 2021 baby that's ready, pretty much almost ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling her for $350. You know, and
What's
she's
up, Pickard?
beautiful.
Thanks for
And if
coming
someone
in.
wants to offer me like $300, $275, you know, just depending, I'll probably take it just to make
Right.
room for the stuff that
Yeah.
we want. You know, we got the black pastel spider,
say-
het hypo, het pied, het albino. You know, we're trying to get to the, you know, we want pieds, but I'm really like that spider I'm trying to get rid of.
Thank you,
I'm just
Jake.
trying
What's
to
up,
get out
dude?
of all that, but that's
Green
a
line
whole
north.
story, but
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
going to
know.
try to make it
I don't
possible
want
for
expensive
everybody
ass snakes, you
to
know?
afford a snake. If I got $1,000 snake and you want it, and all you can afford is $100 a month,
Mhm.
good, fine. Give me 10 payments of $100 a month.
Yeah, that.
If I gotta know you, I'm not going to do that to a stranger. But if someone I know and talk to wants that snake, yeah, I'm going to work with them. But a total
Okay,
stranger,
I
I'll be less
like to
reluctant
work
to
with
do long
snakes.
periods of payment.
I like to work with the ones that somebody at the show's got $100 in their pocket and they can take that thing home, you know, their first snake,
Right.
you know,
Well, and
because
yeah, and there's like
You
the
know.
levels. I feel like that's level one. Level one is like
Yeah.
like 100
Well,
to
I'm a
300
hobbyist.
is like level
You know,
one. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like those are what you're gonna sell to the newbies and stuff like that. But you can still get like a more experienced breeder buying one under in that price range. But it's gonna be like
Well, I mean, we still,
getting
yeah,
a
we
good
still
deal on
have,
something. You know?
yeah, we still got the snakes that are higher end, but
Right.
nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing insane.
I
you
feel
know what
like
I mean?
once you get over $1,000 at a reptile show, it's a little tougher of a sell. You know,
Exactly.
up to $1,000, like I'll drop a stack at a reptile show for sure. For sure. If I see something I want, done.
Hey, Holly.
How's it going?
And Scott.
Yeah, see, I'm
But
not,
I
I'm
feel like
cheap.
that
I'm cheap.
300
you know
to
what I mean?
1,000 is like 300 to 1,000 is like after 1,000, bro. You're not dropping that at a show usually. You know, it's like it's not a spur of the moment type of thing where it's like, you know, oh, well, like for example, because we're all breeders, right? So like if we see something that's gonna
Thanks
fit
for
into our
coming in, Cat
collection
Eyes.
real well, and they're like, oh, it's 750 or something, like I'll buy that snake. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm not looking for those $200 pieds anymore. Now I am looking for only things that are a little more expensive. So it's like the shows, though, I feel like if you're going to a show and you're spending over $1,000, you probably know what snake you're getting before you get there.
Exactly. You know what you're looking
Like-
for. You want specific snakes, and that's where I'm at. I need specific
honestly,
ones.
I feel like
I'm out of the
a lot
random
times
buying.
It's like you've already
What do you
spoken to the
need,
guy,
man?
and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be at this show if you want to meet me here."
they've
so
been
it's like,
following it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like if it's very rare to see someone just randomly drop 3 bands on a snake at random, So it's like I do feel like that's why you see a lot of the cheaper snakes. The other ones are just to show off, They're just to show what potential there is. They don't actually plan on selling those. They bring them to the show either way.
Carlos, what's up,
I've
dude?
noticed that.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen a lot of these guys will bring
we're bringing
$8,000, $10,000 snakes to the show.
Yeah.
Exactly, because I mean, you want
Yeah.
eyes, right? So you want people to see it, and you're like, all right, you have the potential of making this if you do get its offspring or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And just showing like, look, I make really high quality animals. You could do this too. It's kind of like little lure.
Oh yeah,
like a little
the
lure.
used car salesman.
But these shows,
Yeah, I mean-
like, they're like kind of like the low end shows. You got to take lower end stuff. Like I went to this little podunk show that had 20 tables in Williamsport, Maryland, to pick up a snake on July 8th, and there was a guy there that had like fire. I mean, he had clown pods. I mean, it stood out, jumped out, like $3,000-$4,000 snakes. Like I was sitting there walking in there, and that's the only thing that attracted me. I was sitting there like, wow, look, oh my God, my mind's blown. But there was no one else at his table. I sat there and talked to the guy for like 45 minutes, and everyone looked, seen $3,000 and walked away.
My table
and it's just like, if he was at Tenley or a big show, or Daytona or the one in Texas, I forget the name of it. I think he would do a little bit better.
I'm talking about.
But taking $3,000 snakes to a 20 table show, you're not really planning on selling much, are you? You got to think about what to do.
Okay, what's the topic? Because I walked in and everybody's just talking at once.
We was just talking about, like, what market for what shows and stuff. Really, there isn't a topic. It's just like we're just.
What were we talking about?
I don't even know what we started talking about.
That just came up.
Oh yeah, well that's good.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Stoner Podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
It's my birthday today, so I didn't feel like putting into work to come up with anything. I was just kind of relaxing all day, and I ate too much because it's my birthday. So I'm like, we're just for the bullshit. Well, thank you.
Hey,
see, if I was up there, we would be partying.
Right.
So I got a little more of this figured out as far as the races go. I'm trying to do ball python races, guys, and I think the length we're gonna do is 13.2 feet.
That's kind of an odd number. Like, how did you get that odd number?
Because a quarter mile drag strip is 1,320 feet. So it's a tenth of a drag strip, which enables you to do math in the same way as they do actual drag strips. So technically you could pick your times and all that stuff and compare it to real cars in 10th scale version.
Yeah, you could.
I think that's a bit far, but I mean, just put a snake in a tube and let it go.
I could have done 10 feet. I could have done 10 feet, but
I would do 8 feet.
I feel like, nah, bro. If you're gonna do it, you got to do it by a unit of measurement that people are used to using, so that you have something to compare it to.
I get it. I get your thought behind it. I do. But
So
what I'm thinking of is how could you transport this easily?
A kilometer.
How could you transport it easily, though? 8-foot sheets of
I never
plywood,
said I was gonna
8-foot sheets of
transport it. Hey.
PVC. Well, if it gets
I'm working
good,
on
how are you going to get
prototype
this switch up?
Bro, prototype 1 is not meant to be moved. It's just meant to be like, look, it works. And then I build the next one that's like a mobile version of that. But if we all agree on a specific length, we can all start checking out how long it takes our snakes to go 13.2 feet. And we'll be like, all right, I got a competitor, and come
I
and
got a
race it
couple
at the
fast ones, I'm
nationals.
telling you.
Right. We'll do
I got a couple
nationals
fast
at like Tinley or something.
Now, what would
Bring
be
your snake
faster,
to
a
nationals.
hatchling or a full-grown snake? Because I know some hatchlings are
Dude,
fast. My
see?
bigger snakes, some of them are fast.
See and people are like, oh well, the big snake doesn't need to work as hard. It's half of its body and it's already there. But you're starting at the nose anyways. Like they all start at the same spot. That big slow snake might not be able to get there as fast as a quick little one.
And I think it would be good for the snakes, man, because look, I'm fixing to start working out my snakes. I'm about to start putting them in the bathtub to get exercise. I'm serious, man, because some of these big girls, I feel like they get egg. Like the last one got egg bound. She was overweight. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but she was. But she was just a massive ass snake. You know what I mean? And she had trouble pushing them out. So I'm going to start working out them big ones, man, for real. Like at least let them get on the floor.
Dude, and then it brings a whole nother aspect to the ball python community. Instead of it just being about the morphs and the colors and stuff, you got kids like buying a snake like I'm gonna train them to be the nationals champ. Then you start really getting crazy. Dude, I'm telling you,
maybe we'll see a certain bloodline will be faster. Then we'll get in the bloodline.
I was gonna say it's gonna be champion bloodlines like horses. Like horses, they'll be like, oh, the mom and the father have both won their divisions 8 years or whatever. This baby is going to be a champ, like.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
Bro, I think it's something that's a cool pastime to add to, like, the reptile shows and just, like, I don't know, you guys ever watch those Hot Wheels races or marble races? I get stuck in that stuff, start looking at it like a trance. So I'm like,
right. Well,
I don't know. We
I've always been like the Pinewood Derbies. Those are fun, where you shave the car down, the Boy Scout thing, the Pine Box or whatever Pinewood Derbies.
I did that shit.
Yeah,
that was cool, man.
And
why we have Holly here live? I want to give Holly a shout out because Holly is the one that made my intro, and I love it. It's awesome. If you're looking for intro work, Holly does a great job.
How y'all? What you mean intro work?
Like when my show comes on, I have an intro.
I don't even.
She makes intros and extras. She does a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that then, because
get a hold of Holly.
You just posted like in the video of every video, or how do you use it?
Okay, see, like when you got to save it to your StreamYard, the StreamYard files. You go to this thing up here that says brand, and you go down and you could go video clips, and you add video clip, and you add the one you want. And then when you're going on, you hit live, and then you click that, and then it plays it on screen. So you could download it to the StreamYard.
So when you go live every time, you're not going through the YouTube thing, the go live button?
No.
Yeah, well, I hit the go live, but then I'm on the screen to where I hit my intro after I hit go live, because you hit live and it says, broadcast coming up, then you got to hit it, and then you got to hit your intro to come on. It's real easy to do. It's not hard. You just got to get it, onto your phone and then download it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. And Holly does a heck of a job. I love mine.
So if we send like video clips,
Jeff in the zone, what's up?
You can make something work with that.
Oh yeah, if it's good enough video.
Yeah.
Quality.
Okay.
What up, Zach? Thanks for coming in.
Hey Zach, I hadn't talked to him
Zach,
in a while.
what's going on, man?
How's little Brock coming along?
Oh wow.
Hey, that brings me to another question. Nice.
Oh yeah, man. I know it sounds crazy to y'all because y'all got these crazy ass snakes, but I love albinos and I've never hatched albinos. So to me, I'm stoked.
Just suit your own, dude.
No, man, albinos are cool.
I love them.
I have one in the kitchen right now in quarantine. I just got
I think
Earl and LSR.
I think there's a lot to be done with albino.
And then,
Hit me up on Instagram.
And then we have the Lone Ranger Bamboo. He snuck one in at the last minute out of the whole clutch. Nothing.
I actually feel that every gene we just shaved tip of the iceberg. There's not really one gene outside of pastel that's not in a majority of stuff.
And this is that pinstripe.
Yeah, I mean pastels and like everything.
Can't really see it on this camera. It sucks, but
you can definitely tell it's pinstripe.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah.
That
this
might
is
be
like
chocolate.
The dad. Yeah, I know. I have to see if it proves out to be
if
chocolate.
It brightens up.
The dad is possible chocolate. So, yeah.
So you're getting a little girl. That's cool. I have 3 girls. You'll love being a girl dad, Zach. It's the best feeling in the world.
Oh, yeah, I got 2 little girls. It's hell.
Yep. But isn't it the best feeling in the world to be a girl dad?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Yeah. See it.
You got to keep yourself in shape a bit longer. But
oh, I know.
So,
I'll be doing stuff, and I'm like, I don't need to be doing that no more. I got kids. I'm gonna die.
Right. So we were talking about this the other day, Ken and I. Well, we've known this actually for a while. We discovered this searching through Morph Market. If you put butter or lesser in any type of albino, it flips the pattern.
I got lesser. I got plenty of lesser to go around.
So the difference I've noticed in butter and lesser is butter brings out more colors and like I don't know how to really say it. It just seems like it's more of a color range. It brings out more of a color range. Where the lesser will clean it up a lot. It'll still flip the pattern, but it'll be a real clean pattern, almost as if you put like fire in it as well, or something like that, where it kind of cleans it up a little bit, but then kind of does funky things.
So when you say flip, you mean where the white would be, the yellow would be, and where the yellow would be, the white would be?
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's best to be seen by doing a you can see it through the way we figured it out was we were looking at black pastel albinos, and I had happened to see a butter black pastel albino, and I was like, whoa, that looks completely different. What is that? And we started looking, and we realized, oh man, it's flipping the pattern. So we started looking through all the other all types of albino, and it does the same thing through all of them, including ultramel.
That's what I'm interested in, because if it makes a more purple snake, then I'm down.
Exactly.
So, you guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. I give you, yeah, that is right there for everybody. Every type of albino. Also, if Sunset is indeed albino, it should do the same thing to Sunset. And I am already coining the phrase sunrise.
Yeah, sunrise. That would be funny. But I've seen a lesser Sunset, and I don't know. I don't think Sunset's albino.
I don't know.
I'm not my opinion.
I don't know if Sunset is albino or not.
I
don't think
heard it was, so honest opinion. I don't know if this is going to pick up, but we have the pictures on our Instagram, and there is a fucking debate going on right now. If this has Mandarin in it, we think that this male or this female has Mandarin.
You got to show the male. You got to show that male, the sire of that clutch. He's the one you got to show, because man, that's hard to tell. But that thing is so orange.
We got the pictures. I'll get him. But it's just so weird, and I don't really know anybody working with it, and there's too much back and forth.
Nothing wrong with that, Dave.
Okay.
I think I want to put my ultimate clown when I hit that to Hypo or Orange Ghost, one or the other, because I got those.
Best thing to do is to get a light diffuser and an all-white background, set the sync on that, take a picture of it there, and then make sure that your background actually looks white in the picture too, because sometimes your phone will auto adjust and make it a different color.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to see him on this. The light's not gonna.
Pretty though.
What up,
But
bro?
it has a lot of orange tint in it. You know what I
That's
mean?
what I was talking about.
I don't know if you can see it, but like the oranges that are coming up in him.
I know the picture of him. I got pictures you sent me.
Put it
So
real
it
close
ain't
to the
showing up.
camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
there.
we
See,
go.
it's kind of showing up.
I don't know if you can see it, if I'm even doing a good job, but like.
But yeah, they're
that's way
orange
better.
in pictures.
Hey, do that to that other one. I want to see that other one like that, like real close, like that.
Baby.
Yeah.
Baby. All right. I'll show you a normal looking that we think might be normal Mandarin too.
Yeah, that's the one I want you to show. That's the one I'm like freaking about. That one's awesome.
And he's not really eating, of course. He's being stubborn. But I mean, it's hard to tell, but this is definitely not a normal snake. Like, there's no way possible.
That blushing, like, how high it comes up.
And look at
and the orange. It's orange, not yellow.
I don't even know. Yeah, there you go. Like, all of it. I mean, it's just. And like, if I hold the normal, the one that's definitely a normal from that clutch, you can see it, the difference. You know what I mean? And I sent Ken a bunch of pictures of it. But
that's the one I think you could see it in.
Yeah, here's the one that I showed you first. Maybe I can get it close to the camera.
What up, Bobby? How you doing, dude?
Good, how are you?
Ken, put him on solo.
I don't even know if you can see it, man.
I'm trying to shade my phone so I can see it better.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, there you go.
It's showing up a little there. But his alien heads are outlined in orange.
Oh,
good look at the pictures.
Yeah,
they're nice.
I can see that the light disposition in the room is a more blue light, so I know that snake is more orange than what it looks.
Oh, dude, it's fucking like, oh my god, dude, like.
What up, Gerald?
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're fixing to prove out.
Yeah.
What's up, Gerald?
And that's what that's what I've been telling a lot of people. It's hard to, man, it's so hard to do it sometimes because you really, even if you buy a snake, you know, the freaking pairing to that is supposed to be just a regular banana male maker ball python, okay? Just regular banana to a Spectre. Like, that's what they were bought as. Well, the Spectre was surrendered to us.
Mm-hmm.
It was somebody's pet, but the banana we bought, you know, for like, I think he wanted like 200 and something, and we drove to get it in South Alabama, and he ended up doing it for like 150 or 125 or shit. It might have even been $80. I don't remember, but yeah, but there's no way, you know. I don't know. Like, in person, it's a whole nother game looking at it, you know. And like, we sent the pictures to Ken, and I guess I'll have to send you some on Instagram or something, because I don't know. The more people I show, the you know, more I'm gonna know about it. Because like I said, I didn't buy the snakes as Mandarin, and
you got to put
so many people.
Right. See what you get
there's
out.
only so many people that work with them. You know what I mean? Really. That actually are respected enough to give, you know, like, that is that, you know what I mean? So, and they're hard to reach out to, but we're keeping the most visual ones, like that bright one, orange one that I just showed, the banana, and then that other one that I just showed. Hopefully we get it eaten good, because that's the one that's like literally in person, it looks like a copper penny, you know what I mean? Like a rusty penny.
If it's not Mandarin, it's the Spectre, because I've seen some really orange Spectres, but not that nice and clean though. Like,
well, my thing is what about the other ones that are normally looking? You know, like, I don't think those are just regular Spectres, because I don't think Spectre does that, or does it?
Well, it could just be a
Because-
normal. You could be
Yeah,
looking
but
at the difference between normal to specter.
I know, and that's what's got me to where we just want to keep all of them, and bring them back because, like that
I
picture I
would-
sent you, I was holding 2 of them from the same clutch, and one was a normal right here. That's obviously like
All right.
it looks like a PetSmart normal.
Gerald
And the other
said
one was
the
that
head
one.
stamp gives away specter, so go get that orange one and see if we can get a look at a head stamp.
Hey, Drago, what makes you want the banana, the pastel banana pie? Does it go into your projects, or is it something you just want?
What's up,
And I
Will?
was thinking,
It's
No, not that one. The regular one. The orange one.
Hold up,
This- that one.
No, the regular looking orange one. The regular looking one that looks orange.
Oh, I got you.
The normal looking one looks orange. Sorry, I'm stoned. Leave me alone. I'll get it right someday.
What up, Will?
All right, let's see if we can get a look at the head stamp on it. It's hard to get their head. All right,
What's
so
a
it kind
specter
of
head
has.
stamp look like?
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. What's the?
You see that, Gerald?
Because I got the everything we've learned about Mandarin. They talk about the alien heads, the eyes, or don't even really have eyes in it or anything, and they're really, really small. And I mean, I don't know, but like I said,
It's hard, dude.
yeah. And I don't even care if they're not. Like, I would rather them not be and know. You know what I mean?
How long do you
Joe,
think until
sorry,
they
sorry.
have like 100 genes to test for? You know,
Right.
Oh, I know. Like, that's what I was telling Morgan. I was like, why can't they just test for that? Like that, I don't even want testing for anything but that, because I'm not in it for the money. But I'm not gonna lie, the Mandarins. You're talking about the difference between $100 snake and a $3,000 snake. You know what I'm saying?
bro,
You-
you're
you
talking to
get-
me. You know I got the puzzle problem, right?
Yeah, I know, and that's what I was
Fuck.
trying to talk to you about what Will was talking about. I was like, man,
Dude, it's the
Damn.
worst,
Man, you
man.
wouldn't get a whole clutch.
I know
of
it's hard,
pastel
but it's
discos.
hard, man.
You
I
would get
could end up having
pastel
a
for
$10,000
sure.
to $15,000 snake. I could end up having a $1,500 snake. I don't know.
I know.
They do have the Spectre test. You could test
They
for
do.
Spectre.
And if the mom wasn't going in shed, I would show her. You know what I mean?
Bobby, did you get eggs yet?
Nope. Still waiting.
Hey, Drago,
Telling you,
back to
it's
that banana question.
Nerve wracking.
What made you want the pastel banana pie?
Oh, just to mate it with the female banana pie that I got. That way I can make a bunch of soup banana pies.
All right, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And then I got a super banana female too. I'd probably just breed into her too.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
might as well take it to both. Get your
What's that
banana
again?
pod game up.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what I want to get.
okay,
Will, I think you're wrong. I think it is puzzle. I mean, if you look at the Enchi puzzles that are listed online, that freaking nose thing that comes up, it's doing the same stuff. I mean, now from what we're seeing, most better looking puzzles are being told to us are also going to be either visual cryptic or het cryptic and not being node. I don't know
So
if many
first
people
things
know
first.
that, but cryptic was mixed in with a lot of the first puzzles.
yeah.
I just think it looks
They
pretty.
say that the best looking puzzles are also cryptic. That's so it's like, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, all right. So the first thing I'm gonna do to get to the bottom of this mystery is to get my female, the mom, tested, because they don't have puzzle right now. I can get her tested for yellow belly and I can get her tested for clown. If she doesn't have either of those in her, it's not likely that I have a Krypton. She's the most likely candidate for having clown in her out of the pairing. So if she doesn't have clown, it's probably not a Krypton. If she does have clown, then it's most likely a Krypton. However, it doesn't stop it from being also a puzzle. There's never been a puzzle Krypton to even know. So I still need to wait for the puzzle test to come out to be able to for sure identify if they are puzzle, if they're not puzzle, what is puzzle, like what in my collection is het for puzzle, what's not het for puzzle, what is a visual, what's not.
May, I wouldn't get that tested. That when I sent you, I would just, try to get a het DG or a DG female for it and go with it. You could see it, and then what you try to sell get tested. I wouldn't really get your stuff tested.
I want to know how many eggs
I'm just answering questions out in the audience.
It depends.
In the question.
How many eggs you got now, Ken?
10.
10.
10.
You got a spot for them little bad boys?
What are you holding? Is that Axis pinstripe?
No, this is the
black pastel pinstripe, spot nose, red head.
Oh. Redhead.
Look at.
She's like, just give me that.
What is that?
That's everything. It's got everything in it.
Look at that thing. I know it's pinstripe redhead. That's all I need to hear.
Black pastel spot nose.
Oh.
All kinds of goodies.
Yes, it is. Very nice. Which pairings are you really wanting to lay? Like, what are you waiting on?
we have let's see.
Good snake.
Pastel yellow belly bongo fire female that we bred to our Orange Dream vanilla inchy clown that we're hoping that we can get some hets out of.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Look at that.
Just got a hold of my ring.
The dark. Anything that's dark, I like.
Blackhead pastel?
No. Just super OD het hypo.
Wow.
But
that is super OD?
Yeah.
Is that a high OD line?
No. See, I've been told it could be, but the guy I got him from said, no, he's just a super OD.
That is very dark. I mean, Super OD is clean like that, but that is very dark. I mean, and I'm seeing it on camera, so it's probably darker in person.
Super clean example.
Yeah, her blacks are super black, and what's showing up yellow on screen is actually super orange.
Orange, yeah.
That's beautiful.
So
like in person, she looks like this orange, maybe even a redder orange than that.
So she'll be going to my what is he?
Orange Dream Leopard Clown.
Yeah. To make some hits whenever she gets big enough.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a beautiful snake there.
That was one.
Yeah. That is not the tail. Yeah, that is not the tail.
She was debating between two snakes, and she's like, which one did I pick? And I was like, absolutely the super with all the darks.
I want to ask this question to everyone because this is a good question. What would you guys get if you could only get one? Redhead, Wookiee, Stranger, or Trojan?
Stranger.
You can't do that.
Stranger.
I think I'd be Trojan. Trojan's nice.
So here's the LSR Fire spot nose pet clown.
In shed right now.
Yeah. He's like, come on, buddy. And so in person, he's pretty light colored. The browns are pretty creamy tan.
Right. She looks a lot like my vanilla spot nose, but of course, little differences. The head's different, way different, but the body's similar.
Yeah, so like even a normal that comes out of an LSR fire pairing, you're just like, that is not a normal.
Right.
Absolutely, it is. Psst, hey, out. Yeah.
I'd have to agree with Will and say Trojan on that too. Trojan, I'm seeing some cool shit in it.
I gotta go Stranger, man. I've been wanting a Stranger. You hit me in the soft spot, bro.
Right. But I like Wookiee too. Wookiee's doing some crazy stuff too. I do like Wookiee, but I wouldn't pick it over Trojan.
I got a plan for Stranger, and I can't talk about it until after I get one.
That's a big clown.
Secrets don't make friends.
You know, I can't say everything. I gave you the damn butter lesser thing. Enjoy it.
Enjoy it and bask in it, you son of a bitch.
Right?
This is a red stripe Russo clown.
Red stripe Russo.
Nice.
Yep. Female.
That's a big female.
So what's up with the red stripe? I'm going to sound ignorant for a minute. What's up with the red stripe? What's it do?
It puts a red stripe on it.
It gives a red tint to the snake more than puts a red stripe on it. I mean,
all right,
so your brown, a little orange or red. You know, I mean, it does some spacing out. It just does different things in different combos. And clown combos, it adds it could add a busier and a more colorful pattern because that's what's in the Pompeii. It's just in your projects. I mean, there's shit you put with red stripe that makes it look stupid. Like put it with Enchi. Like it's not going to look like with Enchi because Enchi just spreads it out and you can't really see it.
Like you said, red. That's got me talking. I've been wanting to do colubrids because the reds on the colubrids like red. I'm talking red.
Okay, so that's the thing is we're all trying to get to that kind of red. I absolutely feel you. I got a
yellow belly het ultramel.
Black pastel yellow belly.
Het ultramel.
Yeah.
I lucked out and I bought a bamboo ultramel and I got black pastel bamboo ultramel instead of bamboo. So I was like, woohoo!
Yeah, I love my bamboos.
Yeah.
All of them.
So
I just want to split bamboo and black pastel and ultramel and do bamboo ultramels and black pastel because once you put them together, black pastel washes out bamboo and ultramel. Yeah.
Well, I like the super
it doesn't the normal combo, black pastel bamboo. It doesn't the normal combo too. It washes out and makes it almost look calico.
Like our super pastel bamboo's head is solid yellow, and then the rest of her body it washes out to the bamboo, and that is just
right.
That's the next one that is up. Like within the next month, she's starting to get. We're going to start introducing males with her, and it's going to be that bamboo Enchi. Because
is that the leopard OD?
Yes. Clown hit hypo.
Nice.
That's our steal of NARBC.
One of them.
There you go.
He's got a little kink. He's got a little kink in his tail, and Kissinger Reptiles had him on his table for $250. We're like, what?
Yes, give me that. He can still get his wiener out.
Oh yeah,
that thing.
I mean,
hey, so back to that red stripe.
Morgan?
I have an orange dream yellow belly red stripe. He's 66% het clown. I don't know if he is or isn't yet. I haven't bred him yet, but whenever I got him, like he was real orange and like bright colored, almost with a red tint. As he's gotten older, those oranges have gone away, but he's almost gotten maroon in those places where they were orange. It's real weird. He actually looks way better now. I mean, he's not as vibrant as he once was, but like his coloring is like, oh wow, that's a deep color. Like that looks nice. So red stripe, even outside of clown, absolutely does have some things to be done with it. I think that it's going to work well with fire. I think red stripe and fire will work well.
You know what gene I think is underutilized, but it comes with another gene a lot of the times? Red gene out of blackhead. If you could separate red gene from blackhead and start working it, I think it's going to be amazing. My opinion. Just saying.
Yeah, that's a pretty snake.
Is it red gene? Don't they say red gene and blackhead are the same thing? Or
No,
What gene
red
is the same
gene
as
is a
red
gene
gene?
that showed up with blackhead.
This is a super.
Somebody
OG
was saying red gene was the same
power
gene
code
as something
mile.
else.
See, we thought that banana male that we have, that is, we're trying to figure out what we have as calico.
That was
but
nice. What you got, Bobby?
I love the calico.
Chocolate
Mojave.
Mojave.
Yeah, we're actually selling him.
She looks a lot like my mahogany Mojave.
Yeah. She was produced by LSR.
Nice.
I'm going to bed now.
Got a lot of beautiful snakes, guys.
Thank you. Been
Heck yeah.
working on it for a while.
You know, when I go through my collection, when I go through and clean, and I look at every snake, and like when I do it every day in a short span, it just makes me smile. Like I got so many different looking snakes. Like I like it.
That's one of the coolest parts about it. Is that like, man, you got the Skittles package in your racks. Open up a different one, it's different colors, and I don't know. It's pretty cool.
There's the last one I'll show off, but she is in real deep blue. Spot nose confusion, that clown female.
Cool.
Here, turn your head around.
And she is deep in blue.
Yeah, she is.
She says, "I just want to hide, Mom."
I love her head stamp. It's different.
Yes, so
I like
unique.
the belly.
Yeah.
That's
my
that
favorite
acid
parts of
confusion
belly.
gene.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm big on belly pattern.
That side gut is just wicked.
All right, guys, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thanks for stopping in, Holly. That's awesome. Nice seeing you guys. Bobby, have a good evening.
We'll see you later.
What happened to Drago?
I don't know. He disappeared.
He just poof.
He was like, I gotta take a crap.
Yeah, but if any of you guys out there are into podcasting and you want to get an intro, talk to Holly. She's pretty good. That's where I got mine. I love my intro. She did an awesome job. And it didn't take forever. That was like I think the second go at it. She did the first one, and I was like, it's all right. And she had I think a 3 count. I said, I'd rather I have a 10 count. And then she came back with that one. I was like, that's perfect. Like, bam, that's me to a T.
Was that a Spot Nose Confusion Heck Clown? Or a Spot Nose Confusion Clown?
Heck clown.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, heck.
In a little bit, Ken, we'll be making
Right.
some of those. I honestly, I
I
was
hope
looking
that's
at
all
it, and
gone
I was
well
like,
with your the World Cox.
dang, that's pretty clean. That's nice.
All right. That LSR Fire, body-wise, looks like that Spot Nose Vanilla I have. That Spot Nose LSR they had. They look
Yeah.
similar, but my head stamp's way different. Sorry, I got indigestion. I gorged myself tonight and ate too much.
Oh yeah.
Shane, are you on Chicken Watch again?
Actually, yeah, I am. But this dang little dog getting in trouble in the house, so he's staying with me. Come here, Elvis. Come here, dude.
I hope it goes well for you, Wilcox. That's a bitch to go through. A house fire with animals and stuff in it. Like
I
that's
think he
just
pooped
That's
in the
my
house. so he's
worst.
in
That
trouble.
is my worst fear.
Yeah,
I want to run.
right.
I want to run sprinkler systems in my reptile room. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, they
Yeah,
can't do.
vanilla and fire. I thought vanilla and
Green
fire
line,
were the
thanks
same
for
thing.
coming in, Jay. Awesome.
Vanilla and fire aren't the same thing.
Vanilla and fire? No, they're a little different because you got a vanilla cream. Like a super vanilla is a white snake, or super fire is a white snake. A super vanilla isn't, and vanilla fire is a vanilla cream.
Gotcha.
They're similar and they're allelic, but they're just not the same.
That's cool. That's nice.
Moose, what's up,
Wait, what
Moose?
was that acid fire thing? You're scrolling through too quick.
Acid
Man,
Blackhead Fire is going to his Dreamsicle Ultramel project. That's just.
Ooh.
I'm interested to see if Ultramel brings out more purple and lavender.
I want to get into acid more. I mean, I love acid, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I've seen it more and more and more lately, and it looks pretty cool what it does.
Absolutely.
I got to get
like,
one.
That's awesome.
Honestly, it's probably my
Nice
favorite
activator.
Kodam.
It's up there, but it's becoming more and more popular, passing other things. Like, it's just cool, and it's getting to be cooler as I see stuff with it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like,
I'm hoping I get a gang of babies from my acid girl. I hope they're all acid. That'd be nice.
Thanks, Blakers.
Yeah, we're actually gonna sit down and write out a breeding plan this year.
Nice.
Because the way we used to do it was just throw shit. I don't know if y'all pay attention to my videos, but probably not. But
yep, I did.
Throw shit, and I don't like doing that. I mean, I do. It's fun, but when you're doing it multiple clutches, it gets to be a fucking pain in the ass.
Well, you guys are
not
trying
knowing what you have.
you want to know what you have.
Yeah, it sucks because you're like, damn, it could be this, or it could be this, or fuck, look at the rack. There's fucking 8 males right there. It could be any of them.
We talk about this all the time with Ken and I, where it's like, I tried to do it cut and dry. I tried to literally know all the genes that were in my shit and be like, all right, I'm gonna breed this and make this, and it's gonna be easy to identify.
And it's still
all the
questionable.
Yeah. Bro, I have no idea what I made.
I know it's still questionable, but it's easier at that point. You know, it's easier.
Then Ken's over there. He went all willy nilly. We're both over here like, oh no, what the heck? You know, we have no idea what's going on there.
Ken, you're gonna fucking love it, man. When that first snake comes out,
I went willy nilly.
You're not even gonna care what it is. You're just gonna be like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be awesome.
You're right, and you're wrong. You're right because at first you won't care. Until it comes time to you actually having to put a price on them. And then you're like, damn.
Well, see, that's why I am how I am, because I do want to move them. I don't want to keep them. You know? And to me, I can move a $200 animal, $300. Hell, I can move a $500. But it's easier for me. And Ken's breeding all these high-end, you know, nice little snakies.
I don't think I'm in the middle. I try to shoot for the middle. And I'm trying to stay in the middle. I don't want to be Canova. I don't even want to be like someone that just got straight heat. I just want to be in the place, you know, down the middle, you know. Don't need a spotlight. Just, hey, guys, I'm here. What's up?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if I hit, I hit. If I miss, I miss. I mean, it's still going to be fun. It's still going to be fun.
Well, you're going to hit. If you paired the ones that you paired, Ken, I mean, your odds are you're going to have good odds. You know what I mean? It's not like you're going to have.
I think I am because I stay positive and I meditate and I put minerals around my incubator and, you know, I do certain things to draw energy to it. So,
well, you got to think about it like this. Your fucking chances of hitting normals are low. You know what I'm saying? From the snakes that you've paired together. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I think I'm going to get a lot of normals, but they're going to be heavy.
Well, one thing I didn't realize when I started breeding to after I bred.
I'll take one of the mystery snakes.
66% is still a good amount of percent.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, right.
You still got a good chance there. Yeah. So it's like, I didn't realize how good of a chance it was until I made some babies and I was like, oh, dang, I got 3 of them that I'm pretty certain are at least het, if not one being a visual, out of 4 babies.
Well, see, that's what we're trying to do. What else I'm banking on game to where, like, you know, like these albinos, we bred her specifically with nothing but albinos. Yeah, we did throw some stuff to her, like that bamboo, but that was just to get some
Right.
other sense in
My
there. You know
normals
what
will
I'm
be
saying?
super classics.
And give him a chance because he's a first year breeder. But anyway, you know, when you breed certain snakes together, you're guaranteed things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I like. Like if I breed 2 albinos together,
Well, I don't have OD
I'm not
to do that.
I'm never getting, you know,
With
a
my
normal.
daughter.
Never.
Well, and that's the thing.
I mean,
I'm
you
really
could, you statistically can get it,
Right.
but
want
like
to
free,
with
you know,
hurricane.
it can't happen. But your chances are so low. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I don't know, like
You know
if
what?
you breed
I
2
got just as
bananas
good a
together,
chance to hit that $20,000 all gene animal as this normal that's no het. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at
Dude.
it that way, I got just as good as the chance to succeed as I fail.
I'm glad you
So,
finally got
bring it.
eggs, though, Ken.
Bring it. I'm waiting. Oh, dude, me too. I feel bad for Holly and Bobby because I thought I was going to be the last one with eggs, and they didn't get eggs yet. And I was sitting there like, oh man, did I fuck up? Did I not do something right? What's going on? Oh my God!
are you going to breed all year, or are you going to do seasons?
I'm going to do all year. I kind of already put myself in that situation to go all year round.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we do. We try to do it. I mean, whenever they get the weight, you know, we'll
Right,
throw
right. It's like
my incubator's always plugged in at the 666 Servants house.
Right. It's always working anyways. You might as well have something going in there. And honestly, all right, so I got 3 clutches this year. After the 3rd clutch dropped, I was like, damn, I'm bored as shit already.
I know, dude. I hate it. That's what I was telling Morgan earlier.
I'm going to be on my toes all the time because after this round goes, there's 3 or 4 females that's going to get ready to go. So
I was like, this last clutch gave us so many pinstripes and it's so many 2 badass champagne pins, and I'm like, damn, that was the last clutch we had that I just cut. That sucks, you know. And I'm
you
like,
got to point that.
Dang.
You're absolutely right on that one.
We're trying. I don't want to have too many. You know that I have too many snakes and it sucks. You know, and I don't want it to be like that. But I mean, if Luna or I can't ever remember, she's yellow belly het ghost. If she laid eggs, I would be happy. But that would be the last one, and that would be 5 clutches. Or
I mean,
5.
I got 2 in the incubator, and I figured out there's still 12 more females that could possibly go before the end of the year.
Oh my God!
So are you guys pairing
dude.
anything right now?
No, not right this second. I took my males out of the het ghost because they started acting like Bucky and crazy, and I imagine that they want to be in there, so I take them out. You know, and I think she might have eggs. She's been on her cooler end for a while, and now she's just got to her warm end over there wrapping, and I'm about to throw a bunch of moss in there for her and see what happens. You know, but I would be stoked if she did because I really want that damn that visual pastel that we got to have, you know, more hets. Like I said, I want to put hets in everything. Like, I want it to be like
absolutely
the girl that got us into it. She has like literally every snake that she has.
47.
She don't even have a normal. It's a het, you know, pied, 100% het pied, you know. And I want to have that attached to every snake that we breed eventually, you know.
Yeah. Good luck tomorrow, Stan, at the doctor's appointment. Night, Will.
Good luck, Stan.
Hope all comes out right there too.
Damn.
So how long are you gonna wait, Ken? Before are you gonna wait till you see a pip, or are you gonna cave and cut it at like 58?
All right. Days? So here's what I have in mind. Day 55. If they're dimpled, if they're sucked in, I'm cutting. If I look in at day 55, I open it up and they're still nice and full and they're not dimpled, I'm going to give it 2 or 3 more days.
I mean,
the eggs are going to tell me when they're ready.
I'll never go over 60 without cutting it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if I look in on day 45 and they're all sunk down in and they like, you know.
I'm trying to convince Ken to wait until day 57 to cut, and he has.
What's up?
For a long time, he was real stuck on 55, but now he's starting to change a little. So
I mean,
Well,
to each their own. As long as your humidity is right, and that's why you see lately I've been stuffing this moss in them boxes, dude, because I'm trying new things, and you know,
breed them.
hatch right is expensive as hell, and you know, I'm just trying different things, but whatever. And that moss has really helped me, you know, and I don't know, like I put that
You can do
moss
it on
in, and
sponges. You don't even need it. Go buy some sponges. Get some wet sponges. Put it on top of your things. I mean, there's 100 million ways you could do this, and is one better than the other? Yeah, but what works for you? You know?
I'm thinking about trying next clutch the water in the bottom with the light diffusers, and then as soon as like the week before they're ready to hatch or cut, I'm gonna fill it up with moss like I did these, because I found that, you know, after they hatch, I take the eggshells out and then pack it with
I only
that
have
moss,
like 3 or 4
and they
that's not
shed out within, you know, like
they go.
4 days. You know, I mean, I don't know, they have perfect sheds, and so I'm gonna stick with putting moss in there like that.
Wilcox says, "Have you tried orchid moss?"
That's what I use, because, and I'm going to be honest, it took me a long time, and I did a lot of research before I bought it to make sure it didn't have no crap in it, you know. And orchid moss is the same as it is sphagnum moss. It's for orchids. Everybody out there, if you're confused, and it's $5 for a huge brick at Lowe's.
All right.
So like, yeah, I that is exactly what I use. I never, you know, I was spending ridiculous amounts of money on those.
You could get that cocoa block at Lowe's for real cheap. It's $3, but it's the dust. It's not good for substrate.
Yeah,
because it's too dusty. But if you're keeping it moist, it's perfect for hatching, because you just fill it up with water, make it like a mud, and leave it set in the bottom. You just need something that holds moisture.
So far, the best success I've had with my eggs has been hatch right. Like the fucking
straight water, you can't go wrong.
Hatch right, you know, yeah, straight water. That's what I'm gonna try. I mean, I might use the last bag of hatch right, I might not, but I do want to try the water, because even with hatch right, I use light diffusers, and I pour like a whole bottle of water in there. You know, like I pour like a whole bottle of water in with it, because they're elevated. And I'm telling you, man.
What, Master J? What up, dude?
So I do that same setup, but I use perlite.
Okay, yeah. Well, I think hatch right is pretty much perlite. It's just a sterilized, super sterilized version. You know what I mean?
So the one thing I do though is I get the hookup from my lady working at the hospital. I get sterilized bottles of water. So I'm like, when I pour the water in, it's sterilized water. I'm like, yeah. And I never let the eggs touch the water or the thing. I actually use 2 light diffusers in there, because I noticed that if I only use one, the rocks will sometimes touch the bottom of the egg and transfer some moisture.
Well, maybe.
So I've been double stacking them, and it keeps them elevated off there. And then I use straws to hold the eggs still. Put my cling wrap over. Put the lid on. Done.
But I've noticed. I got
a kind of a question.
They get. I don't like doing it when they hatch.
Day 3?
Because they'll get all up in that, and I hate that. So I take mine out like right before I cut it.
I did take mine out because I figured, you know, as soon as they come out of the eggs and they don't have their umbilical cord chasing them or anything, everything's good. I was like, okay, wash them up, and then I put them all in a hatchling tub in the hatchling rack.
That'll hold
except for one, because I had one that didn't come out of the egg yet, so I just left that one in there for a couple more days.
You don't leave them in the incubator until they do their first shed?
No.
Oh, that's what I do. But my incubator stays at like 87, 88. So
pretty much as soon as I can see that they don't have their umbilical cord, they're out.
Okay, so like,
but I keep them together.
I put a lot of water in my vermiculite. Like I put a lot of water in my vermiculite, and there is no water that's in day 8 anyways that's accumulating on the pressing seal. Should I put more water in? Should I be getting water up at the top of the pressing seal?
You need to get.
You don't want water on the top of your pressing seal,
but you do want humidity. You want to see humidity. Okay, I learned
there's humidity on the side, like you could see it, like a little bit of humidity built.
Then you're good.
Yeah, I put one little bitty pinhole, pretty much the smallest drill bit I got in my egg box, if any. Like, I don't really put that much air hole, so I don't have to put that much water.
I can tell you for sure I use like I think it's like 250 milliliters because that's how big the bottle is, and it
I
says
put
on
2
there
bottles in it.
250 milliliters.
Like I had it drenched like for a month, sitting in there 2 months, like just drenched with water. I think 200 and 200 is what I did. And then right before the eggs, I put them in there. I dumped 2 whole bottles of water in there and then put the egg crate on top of it. But that's what I mean. Like, I was wondering, do I have enough water? Because I don't.
If you
you see people,
If you
like,
see
have
water
dry-
at the bottom like this, like if you tilt it and you can see water at the bottom moving, you're straight. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what are
Right.
you using
Ion,
for your
you know?
substrate?
You said
Vermiculite.
vermiculite? See,
yeah.
I've never used
vermiculite. All right, you probably won't see it. I'll show you what mine look like.
Do
Let's
you
go.
have water accumulating on top, like drips?
No, I don't
Okay,
have
so-
drips on the fucking roof.
Like on the
I
side,
actually,
like right near
I
the
try. What I
it
try to do
happens
is
up, you
push
could
down
see
the
the
cling wrap.
condensation starting.
Hey,
In the
so what I
vinegar.
try to
Don't
do is
go
I
up past
push down. I push down the cling wrap in one corner a little
Mhm.
farther than all the other ones, so that way it all leans to one side.
Dude,
So
that's the
that way
trick
it
of the
doesn't hit
trade,
the-
man. That's got to be the trick of the trade because that's the only thing that works. Putting that
Yeah,
corner
because
down.
that's when you do that, all that water just goes to the edge and it doesn't touch any of the eggs. So it just keeps draining back into your substrate, and it's great.
Yeah.
I set mine on an angle a little bit too. Like it's lower on one side, it's not even. So the water wants to drain one way.
Yeah.
It's not enough to make the eggs roll, but I got things in there.
As long
It's
as you
just
have it,
enough.
I mean, just that's a good thing too. You can have the whole thing slightly off canter, just a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything
Yeah.
as long as the eggs aren't rolling around. That's
Yeah.
fine too.
I tried that.
I just-
I've done that.
Yeah,
Like,
I just
tilted
noticed
a
that
little bit.
like it seemed the easiest to just like fold that one side in a little bit, and it was like, oh yeah, it literally made a slide.
Yeah. No,
So-
that does work. And it recycles the water, like you said. So you can
Yeah.
literally just leave them alone. And like you
Yeah.
said about the
30-day
foot powder,
clutches, like you had hatched out in 30 days. Is that what that means?
Ooh.
The beauty of moss, damp and cover the eggs. Best looking 30 clutches this year. Then he has 30-day
dude.
clutches.
I'm telling you that moss is the shit, man. Like
Damn.
I am a firm believer in it. Like I've heard nothing but good, and I've had like these last eggs I cut, they're so plump. And even the albinos are the biggest babies I've ever hatched, like almost 100 grams, and that's freaking awesome.
Oh,
That means
okay.
that I did it, like I did good, and that moss is
So-
the only different variable for me.
I
personally.
can say one thing about the sphagnum moss. Now, I don't know all of the circumstances, but I will say that this did make a difference on the animal in a negative way. John had that scaleless, and it was having shedding issues. So he was like, okay, we'll put it on some sphagnum moss. It ended up getting like blisters and like infections and stuff all over the place.
It could be scaleless problem though, I mean,
Well, I
Very
don't.
well.
John
I
wasn't.
just thought I might add that in
Oh,
there.
yeah,
that,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
You might,
and like I said, I'm very selective.
I almost
that
knocked over my
moss.
camera.
I went 2 years researching like what moss to buy for the best bang for my buck, because I was
Mhm.
so hesitant about.
I get it.
A lot of people they'll go to
Sorry,
Home Depot,
I misread
they'll
that,
buy
though.
a big ass bag of like, what is it, wood mulch blend, and I'm like, dude, it's got pine all in it, it's got this in it, and they're just using it, and I mean.
Well, and I mean, even
And I don't know.
substrate for some of my other animals, I got to make sure that like every bit of dirt that I get and stuff is like natural fertilizers and stuff like that instead of anything
yeah.
added. I don't want any chemicals in it.
Our Tegu is like cow manure and stuff, and like
That's what
actual
my
wood
Tegu's got
chips.
too. My Tegu,
Yeah.
I found it's Texas blend, and it's
Ours
like
has got a
literally
big cow
just-
on it, and it's yellow.
It's a
got a big
local
cow.
dude. I don't get it from Home Depot though. I get it from our local feed store. But it's just a guy, It's just a guy. It seems good.
Yeah.
She doesn't have anything
What up,
wrong with
Paul?
her, so I'm happy with it. I'm
Thanks
not
for
going to
coming,
change
buddy.
it, you know.
And my old lady just brought up a good point. We really only use that when they're shedding, because like the bigger ones anyway, because we use paper towels. So like, you know, we do spray them, you know, every day, and it's just not enough. But once like this big specter that's shedding right now that looks like a zombie, as soon as I see her start shedding, I throw it in there. And I got a bunch over here that, you know, once they need that boost of moisture, I'll throw it in.
Okay,
forget
so
who
I am a
told me.
huge fan of cocoa husk because I am lazy.
Well, I like cocoa husk, but look, I'm going to be honest. It's not clean enough for me.
Gotcha.
When I have, okay, look, when you have paper towel and you have cocoa husk, like when you have cocoa husk, you see the big chunks, but you don't see all that watery shit. And that shit is all, when
Well,
you have paper towels, you'll see it, you know,
Mhm.
or like when they spill their water, it's just, I don't know. And then you get the gnats, and I just can't, I like the cleanliness. Like the paper
Thanks
towel
for coming in,
is
Paul.
changed and cleaned instantly when it happens because I see it. But that's me personally. I'm
so
a
in
nitpicky, you know,
and
like,
how I do it is I have found that as long as I take the whole scoop, like all of that Reptichip there, don't just try to nitpick and grab a turd. No, you
oh
take the
yeah.
scoop of wherever it is, take that whole scoop out, move some back. You know, until, and that's kind of how I know when to change the bins too, because I start off with super full, like, well, not super full, but I have a large amount of Reptichip in there. And I use it, you know, and keep pulling pieces out, it gets less and less. And once I see there, it's like,
I
oh,
use
okay,
paper too.
you don't have a lot of substrate in there. Okay, it's time to change yours.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I do
we
it
do
every
use it,
2 or 3
you know.
weeks. I'll actually change out the substrate in the tub and clean it and everything. But
Yeah.
it's a lot, dude. It's every 2 or 3 weeks. Other than that, I'm just spot cleaning for the most part. You know.
Yeah. All of my males are on cocoa fiber, and like my bamboo
Right.
inchy super pastel and the pastave
Yeah.
fire, they're on coconut right now because, like you said, I feel like there's different genes like pieds and you know, just different genes and morphs that have different problems shedding. And you know, like in my experience, the bamboos, like for some reason they have problems shedding, and the pastave fire we have, you know, and like
Yeah.
our other one that has, you know, similar type genes in it, it'll have problems shedding, and they need more attention. But I don't know. I don't know. I had a kick, man. I came in here and I had a couple on paper towel that was like quarantine, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I seen it every time they used the bathroom. It was nasty, and I was like, damn it. And I don't know. I
Man,
got to thinking I can't. And then I started seeing all these gnats, and I'd be like this every 5 seconds, and I was like, I can't do it. I have to
Yeah,
try.
bro. I don't know.
But
I don't
like,
know what kind of cocoa husk you using, bro. I can honestly say
well, I use
I don't got no
Repti
naps.
Chip. I've used that. I've used cocoa fiber bricks, like the bricks, you know, different things. I don't know.
I don't
To me,
know.
it's just easier with that because I can spray cleaner in that tub, wipe it.
That make it sound real messed up. But if we go in there and open them tubs, it's like they all look beautiful, you know?
Oh
And
you know,
yeah,
it's
no
like,
I
doubt.
like using
Yeah.
paper every
Like,
day because it makes me interact with a different snake every day because I got to clean at least 1 or 2 a day because at least one knocked the water bowl over, one peed, you
oh,
know,
dude, yeah.
whatever. I
And
kind of had to
yeah,
break
but
through the
that's
night with a
that
new
is a
one because I cleaned her.
downside. That's a downside to using paper towels as well. Like if you use paper
right.
towels, you have to make sure that you check them every. I mean, I'm in here every day,
Well,
dude,
it's
like,
not necessarily, and I
because it'll
feel
knock
like,
its water over, you know.
yeah. But I also feel like it's actually better to not have to do it every day because then you get to on good terms instead of like move snake, I'm working, you know, like you
Oh
get to
yeah, I
look
mean,
at
I
the
don't.
snake every
Well,
day
see,
and
I
be
know.
like,
I pick that thing up, put it around my shoulders now, you know, hold it on my hand while I do it. Mercedes holds it and plays with it, you know,
like
now I
that's
have a helper.
all right. So
Like, it's
I'll
not
put it to
just
you this
like,
way:
get
I
out of my
open mine
way.
every day. I got you, but check it. I open mine every day. I look at the water. I see the water. I say, okay, you can use the new water. We'll put some new water in
Yeah.
there. I look and say, you do get
legal
today, you
reaction
pay
from
today? No? Okay, you cool. Hold them for a little bit. Because I don't have to do nothing. You know? I just hold them. I'm like, cool. There's nothing I got to do. I'll pull that one out, start messing with another one. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
all right, I'll put this one back, grab the next one. You know? And it's nice because I get to spend time hanging with the snakes instead of always working. You know? Yeah. Yeah,
Well, see,
it's a little
you
bit
have a
better
lot
there. It feels
bigger. You
better.
have a lot bigger of a collection too. You know, I imagine
Well,
you have a pretty good collection. I think we have like maybe 60.
Yep.
You
no,
got more than that?
I have
no,
26, and
I got,
I like where I'm at.
I got less than Ken.
Well, you got like 40. You got less than
No,
Ken.
yeah, I got like 23.
God damn, that video makes it look like you got fucking racks everywhere.
I'll be back. I
I
gotta go
know,
back.
bro.
I do like
It's
that
good
rack
marketing.
though. I do like that rack.
Thanks. I mean, I got a bunch of snakes coming and stuff, but the whole point of how I did mine was so that way I could get a lot of good snakes with a little amount of snakes. You know, like I'm trying to do it with as little as possible. So I have right now, my main stuff is all blocks, building blocks, you know? Like none of them are finished snakes. So whenever I go to show people my collection, they're like, "Oh, well, that's cool, Gene. But oh, I wish it had this. Oh, I wish it had that." It's like, well, yeah. I mean, that's why I bought it, so I can
Well,
grow it
that's
up
the
and put
strange
that in
thing,
there.
though. You never finish building it. You know what I mean? You're never
That's
going
true.
to finish until you die or something
That's
crazy
true.
happens with a snake and you stop doing it. You're never gonna stop, and that's cool. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I mean, the majority of the ones that we have are babies. You know, and
I was
mean,
actually. Oh wait, no, I got 24 snakes. My bad. But I was actually just thinking. I'm like, okay, so I got 13 eggs in the incubator coming. I'm gonna probably end up selling some of those and buying some like breeder size females, just to add in, fill in on some holes and stuff.
Yeah, I have one that I
But
refuse to hold. Annabelle, she just don't like being held.
oh, dude,
She hates
that
it.
Pastave fire we got, Morgan won't hold her. Like look, when that snake was little, Morgan used to hold that snake and try to work with it and get it tamed out and everything, you know, because it's a Pastave fire, you know, we want it, but it's just now it's not something that we're wanting to go that way.
Later, Paul.
But I can handle it. The neighbor can handle it. But like when she would grab it, that snake would grab her and just freaking
Later, Carlos. Thanks for coming in.
Pit bull her. Like it hated her no matter what, and it still hates her. Like if she opens it, it's coming out. Like, but if I can grab it and hold it, you know, whatever, it's never bit me. But
I got Alucard, and I dare not hold him by my hands. I have to use the snake gloves. If he feels my touch, if he feels my touch, he comes at me. He'll be fine. I can hold him in the snake glove. He'll be like, "All right, I'm here. Don't mess with me," you know. But if I try to like sneak the other hand up and just like slowly like put my thumb on him, the moment he feels my warmth, he's like, "Whack!" Dude, he's an asshole.
Yeah,
That's all there is to it.
The one I don't just take out and hold and show my, mom is our damn. His name is Sinister. That's his name, and he's super cinnamon pinstripe, and he is he's a hammer. You know what I mean? Like when you open his tub, he
knows it's me.
He knows, and he's ready. And but I don't. I used to use the snake gloves, but then I felt like it was encouraging them, because they got worse. And that's what we did with that Fury, the Pastave Fires. We bought the snake gloves for that snake because it was getting to that point to where it was getting big. And I mean, I don't care who you are. You can say it don't hurt, but it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you get bit by a snake,
Right.
It's gonna hurt.
You're like, you're not trying to do it. You
And
know,
the
that's why I got the
bigger,
glove.
you know,
Because
the
I was
bigger
like, oh, this
when
guy's
you got
a jerk. You know, I'm
yeah,
gonna
you got
put
a
the gloves on.
2,000 gram or a 3,000 gram ball python. That's not a little baby ball python. And if it tags you, it's gonna be bleeding, and it's going to and
This
if it
dude
grabs
has been
on,
attacking me. This dude has literally been attacking me
Since day one.
since like I got him at 300 grams, and
Since
now
day one, you got it.
he's getting up there. He's about 850, and I'm like, yeah, you're still a jerk. And he will literally like use every bit of his body weight and just try to like launch. You know,
anyone that we have, I always use the paper towel, and I'll shove it in their face, and then I grab them, and then I just keep their head away from me until we get done doing what we got to do. And I do try to hold them longer.
So most of the time, the paper towel trick works. Like if they're looking all crazy,
I mean, they bite it.
You know,
they're gonna bite it. You know. Oh, thank you.
I tend to not get the paper towel. Like when I do the paper towel, they don't tend to bite me. It's only Alucard. Alucard doesn't care. He's like, nope. Move that paper towel. I'm gonna strike you through it. You know,
I touch their head. They grow up in a ball. The mean ones, and then I deal with them.
Oh no, our mean ones.
In there.
They're biting the paper towel, and then as soon as you grab them, they're trying to back up on you, and you're like this. You're moving your body, trying to. Like,
see, mine ain't that bad.
They want to bite you.
I could still, you know, once they're in my hands, even that new one, once she's in my hand, she's all right. Now, if Mercedes or someone walks in front of me, she's going to strike at them, but she's not going to strike at me. Like, but still going to pick her up, I think that's the issue. Like, she's looking up at you and she's like, you ain't getting me. But if I touch her head, she goes in the ball, grab her, she's fine.
They say, you know, there's no such thing as an aggressive snake, just a defensive snake.
It's defensive, yeah.
But I have to say, my snake heard from someone else. I don't know who told him this, but he lives by this now.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be aggressive. Watch.
He's like, hey, the best defense is a good offense, is what he heard. So now he's on there just on the offensive every day.
Hey, I'm going to step away for one split second. Hold on.
All right, good.
That's cool. Can't entertain everybody. I got to get a drink.
When you touch a snake and a snake kisses, they don't want to be messed with. Like, leave them alone. Like, that's kind of what Annabelle does every time I touch her. Like, if I pick her up and I have to clean, you know, she gets out, you know, in her areas to where she could crawl and I do my thing. The other ones I usually hold, or Mercedes holds, but other snakes get put in the tubs because they just don't like it, and they'll tell you. That's nice. That's good. I wouldn't mind getting a green tree python, but I want to get more experience with these ball pythons to where I'm 100% comfortable before I get something like that.
I just don't want one because of the conditions it has to have, and
right.
It's hard enough for me to keep my iguana, you know, having to have the humidifier and blah 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 and everything, big ass water bowls and everything else I have to have for it. I couldn't imagine, you know, having a snake like that's that majestic and like, I mean, a green tree python is like, that's a lot of people's pinnacle, you know, when they get into snakes. Right. I mean, next to a giant snake, you know. But I mean, their bite is serious. Yeah, they have.
Well, they got like 2.5 inch fangs. Yeah, that's serious.
Oh yeah. They have like teeth. Like they have a bunch of teeth. A bunch.
What's up, Eric? Thanks for coming in, buddy.
What up, Eric? Yeah, no.
I'll drop the link in the chat if anyone wants to come up.
Bro, you thought I had a bunch of snakes? No, freaking Ken got a gang more snakes than I do now.
And it just happened.
I started before him, but he just kept buying them.
It just kind of happened. Like, I don't know.
I gotta wait until I get more rack space, honestly.
I can't stop. I still want more.
I just had to build that
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to build mine. And hey, you use melamine.
I use melamine on that, and I won't do it on my next one because I'm just going to use wood and I'm going to dry lock everything because that stuff right there is so hard to route. I don't know if you've ever routed melamine, but it will eat your routing bits up. And I mean, it took me
I don't think it's a problem, Eric.
Just to route it out, you know.
I get what I want.
All right, so I wasn't planning on routing it. I have a sneaky way of getting around that.
You gonna do the rails?
Nah. All right. So like I forget what it's called, but it's like the shower enclosure stuff, that like super thin plastic stuff.
MBF.
Yeah. So no, what I'm gonna do is put that in there on the bottom so it adds a little lip. So that way I can put the heat tape and it won't have the lip there.
Half-inch PVC is ridiculously priced though.
Yeah, I've seen people use like what are they, like 1/4-inch slats, like yard sale signs.
Oh, okay.
Put those up, like they'll put, like, if you've got like a big female, tub, you put like maybe 10 or however long the tub is, and then put your heat tank wherever, and that'll keep it spaced, and it'll just, every time you do it though, it's gonna go do 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 do.
I'm thinking about making a whole room. I got rooms here that I can turn into
plastic stuff though, because it'll be like slippery and slick and just
that's
smooth,
That's what you was talking about would be perfect.
Yeah. So that's my plan on doing that. But I've been really thinking about it, and I'm like, man, what kind of tubs do I get? I really like my Freedom Breeder tubs. Even though I have PVC racks, I got the Freedom Breeder tubs, and those things are really nice. Really nice.
Target, baby. Target special.
How much are those? Well, what size are those?
Oh man, they're freaking massive.
That's not bad. It's coming down. I was up to like a.
Oh, I got you. Those are like the 120 gallon or whatever.
Hang on. I'll tell you. Hold on.
They sure do.
120 quart. I mean,
35 inches long. So.
Okay.
16, almost 17 inches wide.
Okay.
It don't say like quart size or nothing. Oh yeah, 48 quart. 48. Yeah, 48.
Does it say the height?
Yeah, it's 6 and 3/4.
Gotcha.
No, 6 and 5. Yeah.
See, but that actually comes back to the whole thing I was thinking about. So the Freedom Breeder tubs, I believe they're like 7 inches, or just under 7, or just over 7. One of those two.
I've seen them at like 116.
That's why I went with those, because they got the height, and that's what I was worried about, was the height.
Yeah.
Because those are already long.
I'm wanting to step it up now. I want to get something that's like closer to like 10 inches or 12 inches.
Tubs are hard to find.
Just mainly for like pregnant females, like females that might end up being on some eggs. Like my biggest females, dude.
That's a good day. Wolf man. Thanks, dude.
They're not I don't know, man. I feel like I got to get a bigger spot for them, but I don't.
I want to find a way to make tubs. I want to find a way to make the size I need them.
I've been having a hard time. I've been having a hard time, a dilemma with, like you said, the Freedom Breeder tubs and all of these, name brand tubs with the water bowl, parts in them and stuff. And the only reason that I've been like trying to lean, I'm thinking about leaning that direction. Do they have clear tubs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a semi-clear. Or if you go with, if you go with the 80 or the 90, they actually have a window in the front of them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. That's what I want, some way for the snake to be able to see out. I don't want like a solid.
But those are more expensive to where if you go with the 70 series, so the 70 series is like 34 inches long, 17 and a half inches wide, and 7 inches tall. It has a water bowl. You can get it with the water bowl or without a water bowl. With the water bowl, I like to go with the gray ones because they do seem more happy. They just seem more happy, honestly, with the darker tubs than they do with the clear tubs. But I'll probably get a couple of clear tubs just for a few of my explorers.
Well, the color thing is, what do they call that? That's personal preference, But like,
right.
My whole thing is the water bowl. Like, I want something stationary that does not move.
Oh, bro, it's beautiful.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, I
got you.
I'm thinking about just like hot gluing or super gluing a freaking water bowl.
Nick, drill holes and zip tie it to the side, like one, and then put another one inside of it. Like, get two bowls.
Clean it you'd have to cut the zip tie to take it off to clean it.
No, you put one stationary, and then you put one down inside of it. I use like square bowls you buy at Walmart.
Use it like this, and then the zip tie like that, and then you can just take it in and out of it.
No, like you zip tie one stationary to where you can't take it out. Then you get the same bowl and put it on top of it.
I got you.
You just take the top bowl out, take it out, and clean it.
I got you. I'm following. I'm tracking.
That's what I do. It works. But, I mean, some snakes actually bust the zip ties.
Well,
some of the bigger snakes.
We're going to this show this Saturday. I mean, it's not going to be a big show. It's going to be little. It is what it is. I don't care. My snakes will probably be the cheapest snakes there. But
hey, if you're making money, you're making money.
Yeah. Well, regardless, I'm trying to get on the Reptiles-Kenn show in Montgomery, and I really want to do the one if there's one in Birmingham. But there's another show in Dothan we're going to go to, and with all that money, if we make any money, hopefully we make something. And I'm going to look at investing in the tubs, But I got isopods. Look, I got freaking isopods. Look, everybody, I'm going to shout it out. If y'all want some isopods, holler.
There you go.
But that is something there.
I figured out how to put my camera.
Just now realized why we don't talk prices on the air. Because we could damage our market big time if we tell everything.
Oh, no, that's not the price. That's just how many's in there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, talking prices on air is never good. Because I'm not going to give a buddy of mine the same price that I'm going to give to the market.
Hey, here's
I don't care. I don't care
belly cups. Bro.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want. And they come pre-drilled. Because I'm going to tell you, it's a pain in the ass having to drill all these holes for these tubs.
Actually, I drilled these myself.
They didn't come pre-drilled?
No, I didn't want the drilled ones because I wasn't sure how well it was going to hold humidity, so I figured I'd do it myself.
Yeah, I'd probably.
But yeah, I put like a rock in there, a little bit of put a nice little rock in there so they can shed easier. I put some foliage in there, let them explore that a little bit. Let's see what this guy's doing.
You guys got a snake that when you open,
orange dream yellow belly red
come to you. Like Leo, my leopard clown, he comes right to me when I open the door. He's like a little puppy dog.
I got a bunch that are like that.
Might be wanting food though.
No, I mean, I don't know. He just comes right to me. If I open, if that was Leo, he'd be coming right to me. I love that little guy,
buddy. I ain't got no dang food. Let's see. Ned's pretty cool.
I want to have to record that one time.
What up, Ned?
Oh, yeah,
what up, Ned?
What's up, buddy? You're looking good, my dude. Glad to see it.
What's that super pastel fire? Hat clown?
Yeah, Superfly. Got the spot nose clown going to the fire pinstripe acid.
Get it. He's over there talking to her like, come on, baby. Let me get it again. Come on, just let me one more time.
Live action.
Yeah, Monty's a good boy, man. He be making me eggs.
Oh,
that's
dude,
Leo. Leo's a walker.
Our banana. As soon as it's time, he knows it's time. He can smell it,
He already went to her.
Pull him out, and his hemming peens are popping out like alien tentacles. He's all
Yeah,
ready to. He's ready to rock and roll.
This one's Miss Buttersworth Pastel NG Leopard Butter Het Clown.
You
And then I
really
went
see
to
a
a spot
leopard in
nose
her now.
clown. Yeah, right?
Like
I'm
you
sorry,
couldn't see
Mama.
them. She looked really light before. Now she's darkening up.
Yeah. Well, because I told you she
I
didn't
like
look
the way
good
she
when
looks
she
now
was
better than.
pregnant.
I like the way she looks now better than she was younger.
There's my black pastel. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Black Betty's about ready to mess you up. You better go to the
Yes, she
side.
is. But look how dark she is, bro.
Yeah. I like them dark ones.
She's super dark. You need some more water. I want to give you some water. They hate their water.
That would be nice.
But, you know.
If you could get Hypo and that Smay do a Mojave Disco Hypo Clown, that would be super great. Super sexy.
I can hear y'all. The kid, like everybody's in there watching this on the TV in the living room. It's so funny.
Nice.
I can
That's
hear the
awesome.
echo.
Let's see how Sylvia's looking.
They
Why
made
are
me
you trying to
kick.
come out, girl? Chill out.
See, that's what Leo's like, but he comes straight out like, and he's not looking to bite. That's what I would do, Smay. He just wants to come out and play.
No, that's this one is Sylvia Pastel Exanthic. She does not want to come out and play. She wants to come out and eat, right? Yep.
But I got some that'll strike at the damn spray nozzle, man.
Well, I try to use it as like a deterrent for them. Check out this
Shit,
normal though.
Captain Hook.
Oh, come on, Captain Hook. Don't be like that today, bro. Where's my damn paper towel at?
He's mad because you named him Captain Hook.
Bro, he is absolutely a cool ass snake.
Dr. Hook. You know about Dr. Hook, Nick?
No.
You don't know
There
that
you go.
band from the 70s,
sure.
Dr. Hook and the Medicine Man?
No.
Oh, man, you got to check that out. They got some good music.
Come on, Captain Hook. Get your thing.
Go on YouTube and
I
just
like
type
the
in
music.
Dr. Hook.
Alright.
Oh, Dr. Hook, yeah. I think
Yeah.
we covered the Dr.
Show
Hook
off
song.
your face, bro.
Cover of the
most
Rolling
favorite-
Stones, I bet.
What was it?
Cover of the Rolling Stones. That's their big one.
No, it was a different one.
Freaker's Ball.
It was a real heavy bass song. I don't know. I'll have to find out and text you and let you know because Doctor Who sounds very familiar. I think we covered it when I did bluegrass music.
Dr. Hook got some good music.
God, what the
Dude,
hell?
That's one of my favorite old like 80s hippie bands. But they like started out in the hippie era, and then when they quit producing music, they was playing disco type music. They sold out totally, but they still got good music. She looks like she's getting some size.
Yep.
I feel like that's a hard part too, is waiting on them to get big enough.
That's the Fire Clown.
Yeah. Good looking dude, man.
When did you start pairing yours, Ken? What size were the females?
The whitest I did, I had a lock to a 900 gram that I put a male in that I got her to eat because she went off food. Hook, not the who, Dr. Hook. The first one. But yeah.
Dr. Hook, yeah.
But the clutches I just put out just to give you an idea. The Exanthic was 1,100 grams when I started pairing her. She put 3 eggs in a slug. The black pewter het pied that I started pairing, she paired at 1,500. She was like 1,550 when I started pairing, and I got 7 good eggs. Check it out, seriously. They got some good songs. So I mean, like I'm just somebody told me how they do it, and I do it how they did it. I started out around 900 to 1,000, and they said that you would get 3 to 4 eggs, and I got 3 to 4 eggs, and she's going to be in shape if I choose to breed her because she's already back on food. If I choose to breed her in 6 months, she'll be ready to breed.
Yeah, that pastel that just bred for us, a lot of our snakes are just big females, you know, like
Right.
they eat good, you know what I'm saying? And
That's that gravel
they,
female I got. Like I got her like last year this time, and she was like a December 2021 snake. That's when she was born. I got her July 2022. Right now, she's got eggs in her. You know, she's about ready to drop, but she's like at 2450.
see, I got that bamboo. I want to breed it. She's at like 12, but
Bounce
I'm gonna
around the
wait.
room, talk about some
I'm
fish
gonna
cats.
wait until she's about like 16, just because the champagne we just bred, she was like probably right at 15, you know, maybe 1550, whatever.
Right.
But we bred her, and them eggs were small, and the babies are smaller, you know. And I don't know. I feel like bigger snake, bigger egg, or more.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely. I could see the difference in the size of the eggs too. So after this year, I don't think I'm really going to breed until at least 1,300.
Yeah, I mean, 1,300 to me is still like depending on the body condition. You know, you can have a short, stocky snake, or you can have a long, skinny one. This champagne just happens to be a long, skinny one.
Yeah, I got a couple long, skinny snakes. Yeah.
She laid long, skinny, or not long, skinny eggs, but long, skinny babies. I mean, they're not like under. They're probably 60, maybe 70 grams, I would assume. But the albinos, which
I agree, Zach. I think 2,000 grams would be a great weight for a female to start.
She was probably 2,200, the pastel albino, and her eggs stayed big and plump and perfect. And
but do you want to wait that long?
These are huge, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it does suck to wait that long. But I don't know. I feel like they eat better too. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you, that's like people don't talk about it as much as they should. But like when you breed snakes, everything else is pretty cut and dry. You know, you put a male with a female, you do this, you incubate your eggs. But then when you get those babies and they shed out and they're hungry, it can be very, very hard to get them to eat. And I feel
that's my biggest fear right now. None of mine have eaten yet.
Oh my God. I got like 3 that haven't eaten. All of ours have eaten something, but a few of them we've had to assist.
I get it, Zach.
You know, and that really that takes
you
a
have
lot
more patience to me, I'll tell you.
So I haven't tried to assist feed. All I did was because the one didn't shed yet, so I was like, oh, I'll wait. But I did like offer them food, and it was a rat pinky. They didn't want it. I left it in their tub. Obviously, nothing happened. It's a pinky.
How much did they weigh?
My babies or the pinkies?
The babies.
My babies were like 50 grams, right? All of them were right around 50 grams.
Well, this is what I found out recently. I had some small mice in the
when they were hatched. I don't know what they weigh right now.
Well, I'm saying like out of the egg, a 50-gram snake could eat a small mouse no problem. And I found, you know, instead of like shoving it down, a lot of mine, I've been lucky enough, or I don't know what happened, but it might have been the smell of the mouse or whatever. And a lot of them took it off tongs, you know, the frozen thawed mice. And I would have to hold their head, you know, and open it up. And as soon as it would get in there, they'd wrap and I'd set them down. And then after that, they start taking it, you know. They might take a live. They might not. They might take a frozen thaw.
Some ASFs, some like real small ASFs that aren't necessarily pinkies, but something along the size of a pinky rat, you know?
Yeah, but I feel, I mean, I don't know the body condition of those hatchlings, like, because some of our hatchlings, you know, need smaller, you know, hoppers or whatever. But
so maybe
I would try maybe a little bit bigger. You know, I might try.
Well, if I find that out, that might coax me to wait.
I would throw like not necessarily a wean, but like in between, you know, the wean and the previous stage. What is that, hopper or crawler?
A rat though, that's a pretty big meal.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you hold up a small mouse to, like, let's say this 60-gram snake, it can eat that, and it will eat that, and it's not too much for it.
That's
But
nice.
You know, and they like the mice, and sometimes if you get that mouse, that big enough meal in them, to where, you know, if they're a finicky eater, they go off of food. It's not nothing that's like gargantuan in their belly, and I'm
That's still
saying
not too bad.
this is
Still on the
circumstantial.
smaller
You
side.
know what I mean? But like, I've never, I don't know, like I've never tried that small of one. And you know, I have actually. I take that back. I have tried the small ones, and that's the pinkies, and that's what we had to assist feed, and that sucked, but it had to be done. But
I caught a
yeah,
toad the other day, and I was
if I
thinking about
found if
putting
I
it in
put
the front of
that,
my
if I
female.
could get that hair in their mouth, I mean, if
that's
you
what I
use
was thinking was get the
ASF,
hair.
yeah,
So I was gonna go ASF because I can get basically an ASF that's the same size as a rat
It's a
pinky,
small
but
baby.
it'll have fur on it because it's older.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
because
and
an ASF is just slightly bigger than a mouse. So I
I
figure,
will
you know,
say that
Right.
the small mouse was a nice size meal for it, but it wasn't pushing it. It wasn't to the point, and that's what I'm saying. It's completely circumstantial. Like, you know,
yeah,
your snakes. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Everybody out there knows what they look like and what they can handle, and if it can only handle, you know, like I've seen, like these hatchlings, these albinos, I don't see no problem that they can take that small mouse their first meal. You know, because I mean, they're almost 100 grams.
I
You
don't
know what
want
I'm
to feed
saying?
them mice though, because then they might get
Well, yeah,
stuck on that.
no, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying like for finicky eaters.
I'm
Like
still
if you
here.
got a finicky eater to get them like jump started, if you can get that little mouse head in their mouth and let them wrap it, then the next time you can offer them a rat, you know, a
Yeah,
pup or wean or what, however big the snake is, and then it could take it because
I
you
mean,
jump started that, you know.
that was
See,
the
I'm
whole
locked
thing
in
too.
listening
Was
here because that's all coming up. I'm like trying to get as much
I
of this as
wasn't
I can.
when I was
I mean,
trying
just
to when I was trying to feed them. I wasn't like really trying to feed them hard because I figured they wouldn't want to eat, and I didn't want to stress them out with it either.
yeah, no doubt.
You know, so
Definitely.
I was just like, set it in there. I figured the horse fed them off to some of my other smaller snakes, and they loved them.
Yeah.
You know, uh, they're like gulp gone next. You know, like
I feel the mice stink more than the rats, and that smell sometimes will get them. And because I'm not gonna lie, I had that bamboo inchie that I'm so looking forward to breeding. She's almost the size because I just got her eating medium rats. You know what I'm saying? And she ate
That's a
mice for so
interesting statement.
long. And I don't recommend, you know, if you don't want your snake to eat mice, don't start them on it. Like
Eating mice is better than
every
assisting
time.
the.
Yeah, and if
yeah,
you
but I'm
can
not
get
planning
them
on
to
doing
eat,
either of those.
well, yeah, if you can, I mean,
I'm gonna try
I
for
don't
the
know, man.
ASF because ASF is like a perfect mixture between a rat and a mouse. You know,
Yeah,
where
I
it's
mean,
like,
to me, a tomato, a rodent's a rodent. I mean, as long as it's eating something, like, and I'm talking about these are dire situations, and I'm talking about like
right?
the
That's
snake
true.
needs to eat,
Yeah,
it needs to eat, you know, and
right.
at this point, I don't care if it eats a chicken leg, a little
Right.
baby's chicken
Yeah,
leg, you know, as long as it's eating something, because it's,
yeah.
you know, that it sucks, and that's the
Like,
point I
oh,
was
hey,
making
that's
earlier.
another
Is
question: is how long is long enough to where you're starting to get worried?
when I can see that the snake's very getting lethargic, or that, you know, it's not acting like the other ones from the same clutch, or I mean, you can tell, you know, and you just look at your
On
dates,
average, time wise.
time wise,
That's hard to put a time, I'd imagine.
depending on the weight. I mean, if you have a 40 grams, if you have okay, let's say you hatch out a 60-gram snake, right? It's 60
Mm-hmm.
grams. That's when it comes out of the egg. And it sheds,
That
what that's
sucks.
about, let's just say 7 days. Okay. So it don't eat for 7 days, fine, whatever. And then it goes another 7 days. You offer it, it don't eat, whatever, no biggie. So
Right.
maybe a month is pushing
Okay,
it.
that's cool.
A month
That's
is
cool. That's
like,
what I was thinking.
you know, 3-4 weeks. That's
Yeah.
like you need to hold it and you need to help it
Because I
because
was
it's gonna
like,
die. You know.
so I offered it before they shed. Like only a couple
yeah.
had shed, not all of them had shed. So I was like, I'll see if anybody wants to eat right out of the egg. You never know. Might as well try. So offered it. Nah. So this week I'm gonna actually try to like really offer them because they shed now.
I
So
think
now
I
I'm like,
want you to do me a favor, man. I want you to do like 1 or 2 eggs in the incubator until then see how fast they shed. Because that's my biggest thing is I'm worried about them shedding like
Right.
when I put them in
That's
the
what they
tub,
call them in California.
and it makes me nervous
So-
to know.
so mine
Because-
weren't shedding until I put them in the tub.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. See, I have that opposite.
And
Like if I was to put them,
Will from Will's Hella Heat, he was like when we were talking because we had our babies like real similar to the same time and everything, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm waiting for them to shed. It's been a while, you know. They still haven't shed." And I was like, "Oh, dude, I just put mine in the thing. Maybe I should put them back in the incubator." And then like the next day, mine shed, and he's like, "Oh shit!" So then he pulled his out, put them in a tub. They shed right away.
see, I have the opposite. I don't know. I have the opposite problem or the opposite thing
To each
happen.
their own. I mean, it's all your setup.
Yeah,
Are you putting, are you
and that's
putting a water dish? Are you putting a water dish and a rock in the hatchling tub that you're putting them all in?
No, I have I have the moss, or I have perlite. I took the egg diffuser out. I put the eggs
No,
on the perlite.
I'm not saying in the
Yeah. I'm saying when they
once
come
they get
out,
to the rack.
oh, when they get to a rack, they
Yeah,
have like a hide, a water dish, you know, a rock to hold
and
paper
you're
towel
keeping them
down if
all.
I got it.
You're keeping
Yeah.
them all still together.
No, because they've already shed out once they go to the rack.
I got you.
That's why
I
I
got
like
you.
to use the incubator because to me, it helps me because once they all come out of the egg and their umbilicus is clean, you know what I'm saying? I can put that moss in there. And then I'm telling you, I get sheds like 4 days, maybe. You know, the majority
Yeah,
will be shed out in like 4
I was
days.
worried about infection, and I was worried about them just not looking good and feeling good. So, as soon as their umbilical cord came off, I was like, "All right, clean them up." And then I put them in. I went to put them back in the incubator, and I was like, "Doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right." So I was like, "All right." A couple hours later, I took them back out, put them in a hatchling tub, and then they're moving all over the place. They were having a blast in there, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Put a little water dish in there and a rock, and like the next day they were shedding. So,
Yeah, and like Ken said, to each their own. Like that's what I like
but I
to have
didn't put
conversations
substrate
with
in there.
people, you know, about it.
I
Because I've
didn't
never
put
tried.
substrate in
Look,
there at all.
I've
It
never
was just paper
tried the
towel.
moss. This is my first year ever trying
What
it. The
works for
moss,
you
know,
might
so-
not work for me
and
because my
it's
setup
working,
might
you
be
know.
different that much.
And there is like a lot to do with like altitude and barometric
Yeah.
pressure and all
I
types of
will
different
say
stuff.
altitude more than barometric pressure. I think altitude has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, that could be something to do with a lot. So
Well,
I mean,
like
yeah,
for instance, John Spider, he said in Denver, high altitude, that thing hardly had a wobble. Now he brings it to Texas and it's corkscrewing. That's
bad.
just fishy to me. That's just fishy to me, you know? It's weird.
But that's an inner ear thing, and you know when you're going up in altitude, you're popping
Yeah.
your eardrums.
Yeah.
So I mean, the corkscrew thing might have something to do with that, like directly related.
I mean, did anyone ever realize that the spiders that have really bad corkscrews are in lower elevation and the spiders that don't are in states that have higher elevation? Was this
I
ever
think
like
we might be
looked
the
at?
first to realize that.
I mean, was that ever looked at? Did anyone ever
I don't
see?
think so.
Check into it. Like, just people look into it.
Well, that's the thing. Another reason I'm getting rid of like all of my spiders because I'm just tired.
Maybe
of
us
it.
people in high elevations.
Are you in
would
a
do
high
it.
elevation or a low elevation?
No, he's low. He's
I
in
live in
Louisiana.
Alabama, baby. Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Alabama.
you as low as I am.
Where are you at?
San Antonio,
Oh hell yeah,
Texas.
nice.
Yeah,
You got
We're
dry
fucking-
out there.
Yeah, I'm like, well, not really. Nah, it's really hot right now and dry right now, but usually it's just like, it's not as muggy as Alabama. I will say that Alabama is the hottest fucking place on
Yeah,
the planet.
These
people
are
are
the
like,
things us
people are like,
have
stoners
I
no
talk
got,
about
I got
behind the scenes.
trouble.
We get
I
into
got
depth.
trouble keeping humidity, and I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, no, you don't. You ain't never gonna have trouble with humidity in Alabama,
Hell no.
dude. It's funny because we went from Texas to Florida, and it was like the only difference the whole time was just humidity rising and dropping from getting closer or farther from the coast the whole time. It was just like swamp ass, swamp ass, swamp
Okay.
ass, swamp ass, swamp ass. All the states, including Texas, swamp ass the whole drive. You know, you're just hot as shit the whole time.
Dude,
Oh,
when I
would
drive
say-
down south, I wear shorts and I have them open so the wind's blowing in
bro.
my
All right,
junk
you know
area.
what? Actually, I take it back. Louisiana, when we went to New Orleans, it was hotter than Texas.
Oh yeah, Louisiana.
I
and
try to
Mississippi.
stay away from spider. I don't have one at the moment. I had one and I gave it to my daughter.
Yeah,
It was
I
like
had.
the exact same sun, but had more humidity around. It was just
Oh, yeah.
disgusting.
When you can
I was
see,
like,
when you can see it, is bad. Like when you can see the
yeah,
humidity.
yeah,
it's
you
bad.
can see the humidity in the air. You're like, pea soup.
We're going to cut this off at 2 hours. There's 4 minutes left. So
Wow.
I got a 4 minute warning. Just putting it out there. I didn't want to be like, 2 o'clock and I'm like, hey, we're out of here. See ya.
Boy,
How many
cutting it
people-
off there, Ken.
How many
What's that?
people are watching it?
We still got
What?
8. We
8
still got 8 people in here.
Well, look,
Yeah.
y'all, 8 people. My name is Nick, and we breed snakes. And if y'all want a snake, hit me up because I got cheap snakes. And I got a
Hey.
show coming up in Millbrook, Alabama.
Shameless
This
plug.
Saturday on the 22nd. It's called Show Me Your Snakes. And I'm going to be selling bugs and all kind of
Bugs.
stuff. T-shirts and all kind of stuff. So come on down.
Come
Hey, how much
on
does it
now.
cost for a table at that show?
It was like $60-something. It wasn't bad.
That ain't bad for a
That ain't
small
bad at
show.
all.
No,
Not
I
for a
mean,
yeah,
small
that's
show.
good.
You
Yeah,
sell
it-
one snake, you got your
Well,
money back.
I
Dude, my
bought
local one's like 150.
I'm selling these for such a good deal at
Oh.
the show, and I'm sure I got $200 worth of these already ready. So if I sell all these, or
You
even
can't
half,
just
of
say that in my chat without telling me, Kent. You better DM me.
if I sell one snake, I'll be all
Yeah,
right.
if you're
You know what I mean?
starting, if there's
And it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like 30 minutes away. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah,
like I'm
right.
driving.
So you sell 2 snakes, you made
Yeah.
and some bugs and a T-shirt, and you had a good day.
Yeah. But if y'all are
Sell 4
watching this and
snakes.
y'all live close, like if y'all live in Alabama and y'all come to that show and you tell me that you saw me on this podcast, I'll give you a swag pack. Swag pack.
there you go.
Whack,
You know what I'm
whack.
saying? So holler at me.
If you go tell them Alan K. rolls,
Alabamans? All the Alabamans? Is that it?
Alabamian.
Alabamian.
roll tide. Go tell them LMK. Get a
If you
sticker
say
pack.
roll tide, apparently people cheer.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling you that one time on your live. I was like, man,
Yeah.
you say roll tide, man. Everybody's like, yeah, roll tide.
I'll
I'm
remember
going to wear
it forever.
maroon and yell roll
I'll
tide
remember
every
it
time I'm in Alabama.
I don't
That's
even
too
care
funny.
about football. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really could care less.
You want to make people smile in Alabama? Say roll tide. No
I
smile.
sell snakes. Roll tide.
Roll tide.
Bro, you are definitely gonna get a bunch of customers from that.
Yeah, just start
Oh,
saying
dude.
roll tide.
Dude, I'm
Every
gonna
time you see
wear.
it,
I'm
roll
gonna
tide.
wear my roll tide hat. It's a
There you
Tide
go.
Pods detergent Tide, and it's got a toilet paper roll on the side. It says roll Tide.
There'll be people coming up and be like, I swear them snakes have a Tide maroon tint to them. We're going to buy
Oh
them.
yeah, they got gray
Ken,
in
why-
them.
Ken,
They
why
got
are you
that
trying to
Tide
silence
maroon
our
tint.
voices? Why are you trying to shut this thing down?
Yeah, he's silencing us, YouTube.
Well, we're 6 people, 2 hours. I get kind of lagged after a while. I don't want to sit here and be like,
Well, what was
I
you
should
talking
start one up.
about? What was you talking about for next weekend? Is that supposed to be a surprise or something? What are you talking about?
I mean, no. I mean, I'm thinking about like getting like a group together and doing a group chat like this every Saturday, and having just a an interview if I have a person Tuesday, and then do a group chat, because these always are good turnout, and I like these group chats better sometimes than the regular one-on-one interviews. I mean, I do learn more. I wouldn't say more. I learn from both, and I like doing both. So I'm going to start doing both. I mean, this has been talked about for a while, and we just never did it. Now I'm just really going to get the ball rolling on it and do it.
Yeah, I like doing the live like groups because you don't never really get to talk to people.
Right.
Other than like maybe on Morph Market or
Always,
whatever
Dave.
platform
Yeah,
you
man,
use.
we're sitting here connecting as if we're all just chilling in the same room,
Yeah.
And it's
We're
like,
all just hanging
honestly,
out
at this
smoking,
point,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, and I mean, I enjoy the chat going, but honestly, if there was no chat, it'd still be the same for me.
Right.
I'm still enjoying it.
Right.
That's why I was like, hey, if you end it, dude, I'm gonna start one. You come over there.
Start it. Oh, dude, I'm going off. I'm lagged. I'm tired of staring at the
You
screen.
took a nap earlier, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I just 2 hours of this, like, I don't know. My back gets tight
Well, I
up.
know, but if I run it, you don't have to worry. It's just my channel.
I might
You
jump back
can-
on in a few. I just need a break.
Yeah.
That's why
I
he's
might
so
fall
sleepy
asleep
right
too.
there.
I might fall
That's why
asleep
he's so
too. That
sleepy.
ain't.
Ken,
That
don't
ain't
you be
a-
falling asleep, you
that ain't
old
a-
man.
I'm gonna plug
45,
Vistaprint.
dude. It's
I usually-
45 is real. Let me tell you,
I don't-
45 is real.
I just ordered this from Vistaprint, and I think they did a pretty damn good job, man.
Yeah, that's
So I'm gonna
nice.
shout out some Vistaprint. That's awesome.
That's
They did
nice.
There you go.
a great job. It's my
right,
first
well,
banner.
It's 2
All right,
hours.
give me about a half an hour, and I'm gonna start one back up. 666 if you want to get on. I appreciate you guys.
See y'all. I hope you had a good day. It was my birthday. Later.